chat says we are live. Let's get this working now. How are we all doing this evening? We have missed all of you guys, and yes, it is only me tonight. All right, so who do we have in here? We've got Jeff Jackson. We've got Troy over there at Caribou Country. We've got Courtney Freeman. There's my buddy Tristan. No off-screen coughing, Tristan. How you doing, bud? There's Jeff Jackson again. A month until little Isabel arrives? That's awesome. So how is everybody doing this evening? It's been a while, right? Since we've done a live. Yeah. What's up, Steve? How you doing, brother? What's up, guys? So we haven't done a live in a little bit. It's been all like edited videos, huh? How are you guys all doing this evening? Oh, I'm a little excited for tonight. I'll be real. So, as always, we're going to give everybody a little bit of time to roll in. I've only got like 10 minutes until... Okay, before you do one of these DNA kits, you got to like wait a half an hour before... You can't eat, drink, smoke, or chew gum or anything for a half an hour before you do the spit thing. So I'm not from just outside of Windsor. I'm 8 hours south of Windsor. I probably am Mongolian. That's how this is going to go. Oh, man. Tristan is extremely well at the moment. That's good, bud. I don't know what we're going to find out, guys. I have no idea. I do know what part of it's going to be. There's going to be, like, some Native American. There's just no doubt in my mind. 100% white boy. That's exactly what it is. Oh, that's funny. You guys are awesome. Hey, Rich. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Oh, man. And what? Are you trying to say Antarctican? I'm going to end up being related to Troy. Just got home from Austin. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I'd be sitting at the table like a zombie, too. Why would you want to come hang out here after a drive like that, man? That's just insane. Oh. Oh, did Frontier come in here, too? Oh, hey, Heath. How's it going, man? Good to see you guys. I'm glad everybody's coming in. I probably am part penguin. I mean, I waddle everywhere, so there's like no doubt in my mind. So Sarah's just really not quite ready to appear on stream yet, and as she was saying too, like I guess this one is kind of about me more than the homestead stuff, so she decided to not do this stream with me today, although she's probably in the house watching or will be soon. We'll see what happens. The new baby is doing awesome. Archer is so fat. This kid is so fat, and he's got the biggest cheeks. we took him in like his 1 week appointment. He was already at 8 pounds and I think 8 pounds and 2 ounces or something like that. He was a little bit over 8 pounds. And I'll bet now he's probably pushing close to 9. Like, this kid is just packing on weight. It is crazy. Like, newborn stuff already doesn't fit him. He's already moved up to like that 0 to 3 month stuff. So he's growing fast, and both of our kids are, Deegan might be skinny, but our boys are big boys. That kid's 6 years old. He's going to be 6 in March, and he's 3/4 my height. Oh, this helps you relax, Rich? Well, that's awesome. I guess I kind of get that. When I drove truck with Dad, I liked listening to the podcasts, and because that was before I really knew anything about YouTube other than, hey, let's get on YouTube and watch a music video. Where's Steve? I don't know. He was in here. He's probably still here. He's just lurking. Steve's got this thing because he thinks that his energy like changes the stream, and it's really just our energy here. He'll come in and he'll leave it playing and kind of lurk in the background, and then just come in and throw something here and there. Carving away at your wood spoon. I did get the handle on mine carved. I decided to cheat on that, the one that like come with the kit, Tristan. So your energy is shit. Your energy is fine. It's good here. We don't have a problem with it. Yeah, Tristan, I started carving on that little spoon blank that came in that kit. But man, I've been so busy lately. I just haven't been able to do anything really. This Archer is kind of demanding. He's like right on the dot. Every 2 hours, he's got to be fed. And it's just how newborns are. I'm not complaining. It's dad life. I love it. It's my job, and I excel at it. But I want to pull my hair out most days. And there's a lot to pull out. Like, a lot of your lakes are now frozen enough to fish. That's awesome. We were starting to get ice, and then it all melted, and now it's raining outside. So we don't have any ice now. Burnwood, how are you doing, man? How's it going? Good to see you in here. You guys need to go check out Burnwood's channel. He's got a lot of awesome shit going on. That overnighter in the abandoned homestead was awesome. Jefferson Einstein, how's it going? Einstein. How's it going, Jefferson? Oh. Steve is always up to no good, guys. I did not get to watch Burnwood's video that he dropped earlier today yet, but that's on my list for when everybody else goes to bed and I can sit there and just flip through everybody's YouTube channels. Because that's what I've been doing lately. Wait till everybody goes to bed and then I can sit there and do the YouTube thing and watch what everybody does. Because I'm a dad with a 1 month old. He's going to be 3 weeks old. No, he is 3 weeks old. He's going to be a month old. So I don't do anything now except for watch other people's YouTube channels. And I feel like I'm falling way behind on a lot of guys that I watch. Anyways, I've got like 2 minutes until I can spit in this little tube thing, and then I can take a drink of water. Yeah, guys, hit that thumbs up, share this out. This is going to be something that could actually benefit quite a few people, because this is kind of a personal journey that I'm going to take you guys on with me. And I know that there's a lot of other people out there in the world that have been adopted, or in a case like mine, they really have no idea of their father's side of their heritage. So, this could help give somebody the confidence, all right, we're going to get one of these kits and find out what else there is to find out. Hey, Gio, how's it going, man? VTubers? I have no idea what you're talking about, so I guess you're going to have to message me later so we can discuss that. It's tech stuff, man. I build shit here. Oh. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into talking about this. So, my wife is something special, guys, and I'm not saying that because she's my wife. I'm a realist, and if I had a lame and boring wife, I probably wouldn't be married to her. But if I was, I'd let you guys know. And I do not have a plain and boring wife. She is my fiery, dyed redhead. I just love her. She's my thing. So my wife is Sarah's the one that's encouraged me to get back out into the woods and find the peace that I need in dealing with what I have to deal with on a daily basis. She encourages me to run wild. It's something I never thought I would have had. So she is like the main tool in my shop of finding and building me. So this year, for Christmas, she ordered me one of the Ancestry DNA kits. So what's led to this is, I've said it before, I have my biological mother and her side of the family, but I do not have my biological father, and my biological father was adopted also. So we have no idea of the other 50% of my heritage. Now, let me just throw in real quick that no matter what the results of this are, no matter where in the world my DNA comes from, this has no bearing on who I am. Who I am is made by my life's experiences. It's not necessarily made by where my DNA comes from around the world. But I think that it is important to know your heritage and where your bloodlines come from. And if you choose to let that influence your lifestyle or perspective, then that's entirely up to you. Regardless of where I come from, I'm not going to live any different than I do today. But this has always been, since I found out that I was adopted by my dad and that my biological father was adopted, I have no way of tracing that. This has been a curiosity to me like the stars. Something that I always thought was going to be completely out of my reach. And regardless of like all the conspiracy theory about the government collecting DNA, whatever, I'm not going to get into that whole play right now. That's not what any of this is about. I've been locked up a couple times, so they've got my DNA. And not for anything like horrendous. It's just stupid little stuff. So, yeah, I always thought this was going to be something out of my reach and not really ever able for me to find out. And once again, my wife, being who she is, put this in my hands and made that possible. I'm trying to wait just a little bit longer before I spit in this tube because I'm pretty sure it was like 8:40 when I had my last drink of water. And yeah, you gotta wait like a half an hour, so I'm trying to just hold off a little bit longer. Yeah, guys, this is you know, this is kind of a personal thing. I debated on if I was going to do this on a live stream or not, because opening this up was a very emotional moment. I'm not going to lie, I choked it back because it was Christmas morning, but this was a very emotional moment opening this thing up. Because you have no idea. So like what else is there to know? And as you know, I'm trying to do the whole vulnerable thing for you guys, and it's hard for me. So as somebody who was adopted on my father's side and not knowing, like, there's just no information. His adopted mother never gave up that information. So we had nothing. The time that I talked to Russell, there was just no information to be given. So, you know, my brother can look at his dad and ask him that question. Where do we come from? Hey, Tunnel Take. No drama up tonight. We're talking about the Ancestry DNA kit that my wife bought me for Christmas. And finding our lost heritage. So, hey, Mom. No, not that kind of sample, Steve. So yeah, I'm excited, so I'm losing my train of thought here. I'm in and out of it, I'll be honest. As somebody who was adopted and on my dad's side, not fully adopted, you know, I didn't have anything where I was in foster homes or nothing like that. I still had my mom. We had our stepdad for a time. I had a very stable home environment. I had a very good home environment. You know, I didn't have a hard knock life, so to say. Mom there will argue that, but that's just how I feel about it. I didn't have a hard knock life. I didn't necessarily have an easy life. It was definitely a challenge to survive what I've had to go through on its own. But my brother could look at his dad and he could look at mom and he could say, okay, well, where does our heritage come from? Where does our bloodlines come from? And I could look at mom and I could be like, well, where does this half of me come from? And then I'm like, well, shit. Hey, Elmer. Good to see you, brother. We all gather around to watch Zach spit in the tube. That is true, and that's hilarious. That is awesome. That is the entire truth of this stream. We all gathered around to watch me spit in a tube and then put it in a baggie and then put it in a box. Oh. Okay, so the way that this works, I've always had the curiosity, you know, and I never thought I'd know. And it's just like looking at the stars, you know, what's out there? You'll never really know unless you're one of the lucky few that get to jump on a spaceship and go. This is, in a way, a spaceship for me. This is something that my wife, in all of her magnificence, did for me. She put me on a spaceship and now she's sending me away. All right, so the way that this works, you actually have to activate your kit online. And I still have to do that. I'm going to activate it as soon as I shut the stream down tonight. So you activate your kit online, okay? Once you do that, let me get all the little parts out, guys. Here's what we'll do, okay? So inside of your kit, you're going to get your little instruction manual, and this has your code on it that you'll need to activate. You just go on to the website that's on the packet and activate the code. You spit into the little tube in here, and then there's a little cap that's got some blue fluid, and you're going to screw this onto the tube. Shake it up for 5 seconds. You put it in the packet, okay? And then you mail it in the little box. And then it actually has, I'm going to guess that you get your time frame when you activate this. Your results will be ready at ancestry.com in roughly 6 to 8 weeks from the time we receive your sample. So 1.5 to 2 months is how long it takes for your results to post online, and then you can get onto your profile or it'll be in your email, I think. I guess that's one place I did screw up because I didn't activate this before the stream. So I can't really tell you that process. Excuse me. Hiking Deep, how's it going, man? Have I seen anybody else come in here yet that I've been missing? Okay, so, yes. I am full on about to spit in this tube because it has been 40 minutes since I've had a drink of water and I need a drink of water. All right, so let's open this thing up. Now, there's this little tube. It's got some lines on it. This is just a funnel. You'll end up taking the funnel off here in a second. But you spit until you fill this line up. Or get to the line just a little bit over. So yeah, here we go. Zach is going to spit in a tube on a live stream. Let's see how this works out because I've got really bad dry mouth. There's 15 people in here watching Zach spit into a tube. You guys are amazing. I've got the best, most supportive community that there is. You guys really are what make the channel. This is so hard to do with dry mouth because of the bladder pill that I have to take. It's the only pill that I take too. So how are we all doing tonight? This is entertainment, right? Let's watch some dude live stream spitting in a tube to find out where the other 50% of his heritage comes from. Hi, Jess. This is not easy. See, and they want you to fill up to this line with no bubbles. My spit right now is all bubbles. Like, so what do we do there? I guess we're just going to have to, like, soldier this out for a few minutes, huh? This is entertainment, guys. I mean, hey. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. You know, share this out. There's going to be more people that want to see Zach spit in a tube tonight because he was adopted on his dad's side. This was a hell of a way for an end of the year video, right? I'm trying to break some of the bubbles down. Tristan, the thing is, you can't have anything in your mouth. I'm yelling at you guys. I'm sorry. I get excited. My bad. Thanks for letting me know, though. We are in my garage, and it kind of amplifies sound a little bit, though, huh? Hi, Faye. How are you doing this evening? Everybody gathered around to watch Zach spit in a tube. You guys hear Sarah yelling at the dogs? Oh, there we go. Once I got some real spit in there, the bubbles started breaking. Oh, we got 17 people in here watching Zach spit into a tube. So if you're just tuning in to find out what's going on, I was adopted on my father's side. Or on my mother's side. Well, no, I was adopted on my father's side. I know my mom. My mom's here in the chat, I think. So, my wife, being as awesome as she is, Hey, Rich, I could be South African. We have no clue. I know that there's going to be some Native American. There might actually be a fair amount of Native American. Just as long as there's no damn French Canadian, we'll be all right. My thought is this is sanitized paper, so it should be okay. I'm hoping. Oh, and I got a little too much in there. So let's see if we can... Oh, that's gross, right? Shop floor for DNA science experiments. All right, I hope that works because my spit is all bubbles. Okay, and then inside of that you have this little cap that's got the blue fluid in it. This fluid is what stabilizes the DNA in your saliva. So then you screw this on. As you screw that on, it breaks the seal and releases the fluid down in there. And then it says you got to shake this up for 5 seconds. I'm going to be related to a cardboard box. They're going to be like, how is this guy related to our Ancestry labels? Oh, hiking, you've done one of these, man? Really? "100% pagan." Maybe I should have talked to you first then. All right, that has definitely been shaken and not stirred. So then you stick it in the collection bag. Ta-da! And since it's dark and raining and I'm lazy and I don't want to walk all the way down there, I'll just tell my wife to take this with her to work in the morning because my wife works for the post service. Ha! Winning! All right, that's it, guys. 6 to 8 weeks and we get to find out what the other half of Zach is. Complete heathens. We are all heathens, Faith. Faye. My tongue kind of stuck there. So that's cool. That's the kind of wife I have. Isn't that amazing? All right, so who do we still have in here? We've got Elmer, Caribou, Faye, Jeff. We got Greg over there at GO. We got Heath at Frontier. We got Hiking Deep. We got Jess. We got Jefferson. There is Rich. I think Mama's still in here. Tristan. And now we wait for a couple months. Exactly. And we're going to stream the whole time. All right. So let's sit here with you guys and we will pack up an evening pike. May also find family matches on Ancestry. I did not know that, Jess. Think I'll have at least a trace of French? Probably. I think we might actually have French on Mom's side. So there will be, excuse me, there will be, you know what, I'm going to light my pipe first and then we'll talk. Sorry. I mean, you guys did just watch me spit in a tube. We came here to watch Zach spit in a tube, and I'm going to apologize for spitting on my shop floor. On Mom's side, we do know I'll have to go back through and see if I can catch your guys' comments because I see a lot of questions right now. Oh, that's awesome, Hiking. Congrats, man. All right, so on Mom's side, we do know that there is some Native American, there is some Dutch, there is some German. There's now a box of screws on my floor because I just kicked them over. Wow, can you guys hear that wind? Yes, Jeff, it is a corn cob. All right, let me catch up on the chat here. Okay, Jess, you said that is why they want you to link in. If anyone else that is related has done it, pull you up as least the possible family matches. That's interesting. Yeah, I do plan on activating the kit online and linking into it to see what else I can find out. Like, I know that the Ancestry.com thing is huge, so there's a lot to learn there. Greg, I haven't noticed too much of a taste difference between using a Zippo or matches, to be honest. Yeah, it is really windy here. It's blowing like crazy out there tonight. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. Like I said, we have absolutely no idea where Russell's heritage comes from, like what is in his bloodlines, except for batshit crazy. That's the only thing we know about my biological father, was he's absolutely nuts. And I mean that in the way that the guy was diagnosed bipolar schizophrenic. So he's completely off his rocker. Jeff, you did post a really cool pipe earlier, man. That thing was awesome. Jess, you spent a lot of time on Ancestry. Hiking deep, I feel that, man. I can relate with that. I'd rather this be packed up with some herb. But I have noticed that this is like a good cup of whiskey in the evening if I don't have the whiskey. It's just got a nice mellow buzz to it. Lately, all we've had around here is wax or dabs. It's not too bad, guys. It's got a, I'm new to pipe smoking. Like, I ain't been doing this for a long time. And it's got a mellow, it's got a whole different flavor to it than like cigars or even them cheap ass Black and Milds. I smoked a ton of Black and Milds back in the day. This is more mellow than that. Burnwood's been here for a minute, I think. Burnwood's been pumping out some good videos lately, guys. I'm serious. You got to go check his shit out. Fixing to pop a cork shortly. I need another bottle. Steve bought me that whiskey glass, and then I drank the rest of my liquor on a live stream that night. And then the next day we went and had a baby. And I've not been in town to go to the liquor store to buy a bottle yet. They call you lefty hiking? Always pass it to the left, man. There are times when I would rather have the chat screen up on my phone, because then I feel like it's a lot more engaging than me sitting here looking at the computer like this instead of here with you guys. But I got my phone like 6 feet away and I'd never be able to read the screen anyways. Cracking open some Bacardi, Jess. Ew. No. My wife was like, you know that you put this as the last night of 2020, right? and it's not really the last night of 2020. I said, no, it is the last night of 2020, and everybody is going to come hang out here and watch me spit in a tube. And she says, how is it the last night of 2020? I said, because tomorrow, only half of the night is 2020. The other half is 2021. So, all the badasses came to hang out here for the last night of 2020, and that cannot be argued at all. Like, rain on my parade, Sarah. You started the parade when you got me the box, babe. I'm not getting a very even light on this thing, guys. It's kind of driving me crazy. Pass the doobie to the left-hand side. It's not just the doobie. You pass it all to the left. You don't pass the joint left and the bong right. It all goes left. That's just ethics. Obi-Wan Kenobi! Oh my God! Yeah. You are never again just Bodhi or hiking deep. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. You set yourself up. Coming in here swinging lightsabers like I ride unicorns onto the Huntsman channel. Oh, some Coke and Bacardi that was free. I can't do vodka anymore. I can't even smell vodka without gagging. That stuff's just rot gut. But there for the longest while, I was the guy that would sit there and sip on the end of a still as the shine is coming out, because you have to test your product. And somehow manage to not be blackout drunk by the end of the day. You did get your lightsaber done? I'm curious to see what you're going to end up doing with that lightsaber. Got a new baby bump on the team. What do you mean there's a new baby bump on the team? There is no new baby bumps allowed on the team. That was a one period in time thing. Take care, Hiking Deep. I appreciate you stopping in, man. Which I guess will kind of lead me into this. I had this idea that I was going to sit here, or me and Sarah was going to sit here, and we were going to read out a list of names of everybody who has supported the channel in the last year. Whether that be from a subscription or, you know, somebody just leaving a helpful comment, or even just a comment in general, in some way support the channel. And I started writing this list down, and as I got 4 pages into the notebook, I said, you know what, this is an entirely insane idea, and it's going to take an hour and a half for me to just read these names off, because you guys have heard me read on stream. I'm a slow reader. So I kind of wanted to do something different. And I apologize that that idea is not going to work out the way that I wanted. But I do want to sit here with you guys for a minute and I really want to say thanks to everybody who has supported the channel or supported me or even supported Sarah in one way or another. The way the channel has changed and grown over the last year was not something I ever really had in mind. I never thought that I would be giving more of a vlog perspective on my life the way that we have. I really thought it would be, I'm going to go out and I'm going to make videos in the woods and people will see me limping around and they'll get a touch of my story, and then you know, if they choose to follow, then they choose to follow, and if not, then if not. And it's still kind of that way. But it's also been a part of the people watching the channel and interacting and, you know, kind of pushing me to open up and be a little bit more vulnerable and more human with everybody. I'm not the machine that you guys see in the edited videos, and I think that without the community that we have, I don't think I would have brought it to the table. Like, I'm not the machine that's in the videos. I brake, I slow down, I run out of fuel. And that in the challenges that I have to deal with, it is a very emotionally taxing experience. It's not always easy. I don't have, there's days that are bad days, and they're not bad days because of a physical reason. I have bad days because I still get pissed off at the world. I think for people to get a full perspective of what's going on here at Half Pace Outdoors, that I had to bring everything to the table. I had to be able to show everybody, this is what it is. This is, I'm not always a positive person overcoming my challenges every day. Sometimes I'm the pissed off guy doing the bare minimum to take care of my kids and home, and I'm on the couch. Like, we are human. Every single one of us. We have emotions, we have problems, we have things we got to deal with every day. And everybody has their own level of shit that they got to deal with. So I really do want to thank it. While it's been about me, I do want to thank the community for it. It's been you guys that have helped give me the courage to say, all right, it's okay to bring me to the table. It's okay to show them everything. Without you guys being as supportive as you are, I would have never done that. I'm getting better at being vulnerable with you guys, but I'm not a vulnerable person. I lock myself up in a box. I keep my shit inside. It is my shit to deal with. It's not anybody else's. But through the support that we have brought here, it is entirely amazing. And Faye, it was actually you that kind of brought this on, dear. And it was a comment that you left. we didn't make friends. We came here, we've made friends, but we brought a family together one way or another. And it's a very real presence here. This is something different than what I've seen in anybody else's live streams. We have a family growing here at Half Pace Outdoors that stretches all the way around the globe with people coming in. And that is no exaggeration. Like, we have people here throughout multiple times of the day that are from all the way around the globe. And they're calling this channel and this community home. So, without really even trying to, it's been the community that's helped make it that way. It's been the support that you guys have brought to the table and the friendship that you've shared here. And yes, your support of me in my rough times when you're seeing me have my challenging moments, but it's the support to all of us. And I don't mean all of us like me, Sarah, Deegan, and Archer. I mean all of us like me, Sarah, Deegan, Archer, Jess, Jeff, Courtney, Faye, Jefferson, Judith and Dan, Steve over there at Huntsman Channel, Greg at Geo Bushcraft, Troy over there at Caribou Country Outdoors, which has been the first channel to take live streaming international the way that we've taken it. And we have something very special coming up with Caribou Country Outdoors after the new year. I'm going to let him announce what's going on his channel. We still have to work out some logistics here, but we've got something very special planned for you guys. And that'll be coming very soon after the first of the year. You know, Keith over there at Frontier Survival, he's been a huge supporter. You guys got to check out his Tuesday night live streams. He's got something awesome going on there. But we've got Elmer. Oh, I don't know how I almost forgot Elmer other than I was kind of scrolling through my live chat here looking for names. Elmer's been here since day one. Since Half Pace Outdoors was the Half Pace Woodsman. Elmer has been one of my absolute biggest supporters in everything that I do. Even off screen and private messaging. Like, there's a reason I call you Big Brother. It's our community's not a community here, and it's not something we really planned on doing. It wasn't. It's not just friends anymore. We have a family here. I get to go meet Elmer in May, guys. I will give that little bit of a heads up. In May, I am taking a road trip to Kansas, and I am meeting my longest supporter. I don't want to say oldest because I feel that's a little bit disrespectful, but you guys get what I'm saying. Elmer has supported me the longest. If I'm going to do something for my subscribers, it should start with him. And in May, I'm going to take a road trip, probably entirely on my own, all the way down to Kansas just to meet Elmer. I'm excited for that. And Steve, if you're watching, before the end of winter, man, we gotta get out to the cottage. I don't care if we leave the cameras behind. I just want to go out to the cottage. Judith and Dan, I did see you say that Dan wants to meet me. I'm not quite sure how far Kansas is from Mississippi. I know that in that time I will be going through Kentucky and meeting. It's going to kind of be a subscriber road trip. In all seriousness, I'm going to build an overland kit in the back of the Envoy for the trip so that I can be camped out in the back of the Envoy. I'm going to be going to Kansas to meet Elmer, which is going to take me right through Kentucky. I'm going to have to go meet Heath. There's no way around that. And then going down to meet Heath, since it's on the way, I will have to stop and see Jay in the Sticks, and I'll have to stop and see Craig from Haggard Outdoors. So, like, it's going to be a subscriber and other channel road trip. I mean, might as well do, like, 2 weeks of collabs out of the truck or something, you know? Sell tickets to that camp. Greg, if there was any way that we could plan a big, like, YouTube meetup, it'd be awesome. I'd be down for that. 2 hours below Memphis? We'll have to talk about that. I got until May to plan it out, so. I got plenty of time to plan the logistics out. I will be doing, like I said, I'm going to be doing an overland build in the Envoy so that I can have my, I don't want to have to pay for hotel rooms. I refuse to pay for campsites. I'm one of those kind of people. I will load my canoe up on top of the car or on top of the Envoy and take it with me and keep camping gear in the back of the Envoy. I'll have a base built back there. We will go full out like overland build on the Envoy for that road trip because that's just what I do. There are a lot of Ohio boys around. I did not realize how many Ohio boys there are. That would be really cool to do a big meetup collab with Court. You're doing a collab with him on your own issue? That'd be awesome, dude. I can't wait for that. Yeah, Jeff, I know that me, you, and Greg are all really close. Courtney and Steve aren't that far away from me either. It has been a hell of a year. You know, it's kind of funny. I was thinking about this earlier. You had all of these outdoor channels that, outdoor channels, bushcraft channels, they all stopped producing content in the times that we've been under quarantine or stay-at-home orders. They got scared and they quit going to the woods. And what did we do? I think we spent something like 30 nights sleeping outside of the house this year. Most of it in the woods, on the side of the lake. We didn't hide in our houses when the quarantine or the stay-at-home order came around. We continued to go do what we have a passion to do. So all of these other people are out here complaining 2020 sucked. 2020 was bullshit. 2020 was like prison. I was stuck in my house all year. Half Pace Outdoors and Homestead did everything but stay in our house this year. Yeah, John Coffey is up around Cleveland. Boxy is right over there by you, Greg. I think our biggest problem would be finding somewhere central to everybody and trying to get everybody to line up at the same time to be able to go. Yeah, we did not hide. We got out of the house. We got into the woods. We continued to do what we do. There was a little bit more stress. Let's be real. There was a little bit more stress to it this year because, you know, there's a lot of things happening that we're not used to that were imposed upon us. And the American people are just not used to things like that. So it was a little bit of a situation for everybody to adjust to, and it's been a challenge for everybody one way or the other. But we've all persisted. We have all come out on top. We are ending the year at something like 713 subscribers, which is just totally insane. I didn't really think I'd get out of the year with 500 coming into it. It's really been an awesome year for the channel. And it's really been an awesome year for the channel because of the community and family that we have of you guys that are backing us. Bafford Homestead, how you doing? Good to see you. I was actually, I was kind of thinking about shutting this down here in a few minutes, guys. I did want to kind of keep this one shorter tonight. That it is starting to get cold. I don't know how the temperature is going to affect the DNA kit. I don't necessarily think they're probably supposed to be outside for very long. We are doing good here. I was adopted on my father's side. On my father's side. I know my biological mother, and I know the family history that comes there. But I don't know about my father's side. I was adopted, and my adopted father was... My biological father was adopted as well, so we have no idea about his heritage history, and I have no communication with him, so my wife bought me an Ancestry DNA kit, and we get to find that out now. So that's what we did in this stream. A little bit of a personal journey just on my behalf tonight. And I did want to, I know it's been a while since we've been live. So I wanted to at least get on here tonight and bring everybody home for New Year's Eve. The last full night of 2020. I wanted to spend it with our online family here because you guys are absolutely awesome, and we are so grateful and appreciative of everything that everybody does, all the comments, all the support. It's really been an amazing thing, and we're really grateful for everybody that's decided to be part of the journey. So yeah, that's what we were doing tonight. You guys are telling me to head inside, so I'm gonna head inside. Again, Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year. Everything. Happy all of it. We really wish you guys the absolute best of luck in everything. And if there's any way that we can help support the community the way that you guys have helped support us, we really hope that you guys will reach out. If there's times when cool looking background, this is entirely real. Mine's not a green screen. So yeah, we really can't say thanks enough to everybody that's been part of this. It's not just us here that makes the community or makes the family that this has turned into. It really is everybody that's been involved. So we wish you guys the best of luck in everything. We wish you guys the happiest New Year's. And let's hope and pray that everything in this next new year is not the hell that 2020 was for everybody. We love every one of you guys. Thanks everybody for the support. I am going to go ahead and shut this down now. You guys all have a good night. And we will see you sometime shortly after the new year. Thank you everybody for all of the support.